Recently, I watched an interview with the CEO, Jensen Huang. In it, he talked about AI, jobs, and what young people should study. One thing he said really stuck with me.
You're not going to lose your jobs to AI. You're going to lose your job to somebody who learned AI better than you.
At first, that sounds like good news. AI isn't going to replace us after all. But the more I thought about it, the less reassuring it became. Because it means we cannot simply wait and see what AI does. We also have to ask whether we are changing fast enough to keep up. When people talk about losing jobs to AI, it often sounds very dramatic. A machine arrives, a job disappears, and a person is replaced. But in real life, the change may look much more ordinary. A colleague finishes in 30 minutes what used to take you all day. Your manager starts asking, can we get AI to draft this first? The job title is still there. The team is still there. But the standard for doing the job has quietly changed.
When the PC came along, the PC didn't take people's jobs. The people who didn't learn how to use PCs were left behind.
Plus, this does not mean every job is safe. Some roles will shrink, some tasks will be automated, some jobs may disappear completely, while new ones emerge. Han believes there may be more jobs 5 years from now than there are today. Maybe he's right, but even if the total number grows, they won't necessarily be the same kind of jobs, and they won't require the same skills, and those new opportunities will not automatically come to us. This is how people are often left behind by technology, not in one dramatic moment, but gradually. The important projects go to someone else. Your way of working begins to look slow. The experience you spent years building still matters, but experience a lot may no longer be enough. So instead of asking, will AI take my job? We might ask a more useful question. Am I learning to do my job differently? Once adults become anxious about AI, that anxiety quickly reaches their children. Should they study AI? Should they choose computer science? Are journalism, literature, and art still worth studying? This question makes sense. For many families, choosing a major isn't just about the interest. It feels like a decision about a child's entire future. But Juan gave a different answer.
I think that it won't matter. All the things that used to matter are still things that are going to matter in the future.
It's easy to hear that and to think, so what you study no longer matters. I do not think that is what he means. His point isn't that expertise no longer matters. It's that choosing a major shouldn't become a game of trying to hide from AI. And AI won't affect only programmers. It will change how people work in filmmaking, journalism, design, education, medicine, and almost every other field. Movies will still be made, cars will still be designed, truth will still be built. What changes is how people do that work. So instead of asking which major is saved from AI, it may be more useful to ask, is there something I care enough about to keep learning for years? Can I become genuinely good at it? And how can AI help me do it better? This brings up to the part I find most important. Whatever field we choose, using AI is becoming a basic skill. But using AI does not mean open ChatGPT once in a while, asking a vague question and copying the first answer. It means understanding your own work well enough to know where AI can help, what context it needs, how to check its answer, and when not to trust it. There is another uncomfortable part of this. People often imagine that AI will make work easier and give us more free time. History suggests something else. Computers made it faster to create documents and spreadsheets. Then working with them became a basic office skill. The internet made communication easier. Then everyone was expected to respond faster. Phone allowed us to work from anywhere. Then work followed us almost everywhere. AI may follow the same pattern. It may save time on individual tasks while also raising expectation for how much one person can produce and how good that work needs to be. If something used to take a week, you may now be expected to have a first answer by tomorrow. Instead of one proposal, you may be expected to bring three options. And when you say, I don't know how to do that, the response may be, have you tried asking AI? So, learning to use AI isn't only about working faster, it's about expanding what you can do without giving up your own judgment. In this interview, Juan offered a useful way to think about this.
How can AI help elevate my learning, my craft, my purpose?
I will turn that into three practical questions. How can AI help me learn faster? How can it help me improve my craft? And how can it move me closer to what I actually care about? These questions are more useful than trying to predict which jobs will be safe 10 years from now. Industry will change, tools will change, today's must have skills will change too. What will still matter is our ability to keep learning, improve our craft, and use new tools without giving up our judgment. After watching the interview, my biggest takeaway was not that AI will save every job or that everyone needs to become an AI engineer. It was much easier. The question is no longer only what will AI do to us? It is also what can I use it to do better today? AI will change industries, job titles, and the value of many skills. And society will not prepare us for that change. Practice might. So maybe start with one small part of your work, something repetitive, something that takes too long, or something you have always wanted to do, learned, but never knew how to begin. Try using AI to do that one thing better. Not because every AI answer will be good, and not because AI can replace your experience, but because learning how to work with the technology is becoming part of the work itself. On this channel, I want to explore how AI fits into our work and our learning and our everyday lives. If that sounds useful, subscribe and follow along.